was I? So I've shot my second day for Brandy Melville. We go on location again somewhere in Malibu, and then the second portion of the shoot is in the alleyway behind the building. Because we were just outside of the building shooting, we went in while it was like closing time and hung out in the back room. So it was me, Jeff, the owner, one of the other models, and one of the photographers, plus the person that was like the manager, I guess. She would have been like the manager of the girls that were in the store at the time. We're looking at all the pictures from that day. Jeff's like, oh my God, I love these. These are so great. Like, it was such a good idea to bring you on. Let's post this one tomorrow, post this one the next, you know what I mean? Like, kind of discussing their social media schedule. And in this conversation, he brings up that he wants to expand and like open new stores, one of them being in Austin, Texas. And I say, oh, I'm from Texas. I could probably help you out, at least get you some girls to work there. Before I knew all of the shady shit that was going on between him and the girls that worked in that store. So I would have never let my friends work there had I known that. Anyway, that's another story for another day. So he's like, yeah, it's a great idea. I would love if you could reach out to some of your friends. It's going to be like 4 or 5 months from now that we open a store. So maybe by that time you'll be an established enough girl on our social that you can just go down to Austin, or we can fly you down to Austin and you can be there for the opening and like kind of do the whole Texas thing. And I was like, yeah, I would love that. You know, feeling very established in this after just like a week. But then I make my crucial error, which I'm so glad I made, but still, this was the error that got me fired. He starts talking about how social media is changing and how they may need to upgrade some of their marketing techniques. And I say, oh, I have a degree in marketing. I can help you. He like laughed and he was like, okay. And I was like, no, really, I have a college degree in marketing. Like, I can help you. His whole demeanor changed. He was like, what do you mean you have a college degree? It was really tense in there and felt very uncomfortable. And so I made a joke and I said, yeah, I'm engaged too. Like, I'm a full grown woman. Keep in mind, I was like 22, I think. He did not like that. He was immediately like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 22. And he was like, you're 22, you moved across the United States, you have a fiance and a college degree. And I was like, yes. He turned and looked at me and said, you can go. I was like, okay. I was so confused, but I left. By the time I got back to where I lived, which was like a 30-minute drive, the one photo they had posted of me on Instagram was deleted and my name was off the schedule. Now that I know what was going on between him and most of the girls at that store, not their fault, his fault. My life experiences obviously told him that I was not going to be one of those girls, and he didn't fuck with it and fired me.